Welcome all of you to the fifth session of first PUC Physics, Units and Dimensions. In the previous sessions, we studied about physical quantities, basic quantities, derived quantities, then dimensions, the units of different physical quantities and their dimensional formulas. We studied also the uses of dimensional equations and then the limitations of dimensional analysis. After that, we shall move to the next concept. The scope of physics is vast. Physics is broadly divided into two domains: microscopic domain, macroscopic domain. Physics deals about very, very small things. The dimension is very, very small, and it deals about even very large things also. That is the meaning of physics is vast. The range of physics is large. Suppose if I take length, we are going to study the radius of the nucleus. It is about 10 to the power of minus 15 meter or 1 Fermi or femtometer. Even we are going to study the radius of the universe. The radius of the universe is about 10 to the power of 26 meter. Therefore, simply you think about the range is about 10 to the power of 41. It varies from lower limit to upper limit. Therefore, so we should think how vast we should think. So in physics, okay. So the small distances are measured using micrometer and scales, that ordinary meter scale, centimeter scale, screw gauge, slide calipers, screw gauge, spirometer, then tape. Using tape we can measure even 50 meter, 100 meters like that. So even kilometers are measured using these things, these small distances at terrestrial data. Large distances, something like distance between Earth and Moon, distance between Earth and Sun, distance between the stars. Those things are measured by parallax method. Okay? What is the meaning of parallax? Suppose if I observe a pen through left eye and right eye alternatively, the position of the pen of the object appears to change. That is called parallax. This angle is called, these two are the positions of observation of this object. This angle is called parallactic angle. This is called distance between the points of observation is called basis. So suppose if I take this sector, this is something like arc of a circle, this is radius, S is equal to r theta. Thereby, this is the distance between the point of observation and the object, that is d, can be found by b divided by theta. This angle can be found. Knowing the angle and the basis, we can find these large distances. The radius of the moon, the radius of the sun, distance between earth and sun, they can be found by this method. This method is called parallax method. Okay? Next we shall move to mass. So the mass, the lower limit of mass, what we have observed so far, is 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. That is the mass of electron, 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Then mass of the universe is 10 to the power of 55 kg. The range is very, very high, around 10 to the power of 86. The lower limit is very small, upper limit is very large. Therefore, it is very, very vast. Okay? So these small masses are found using weighing machines in grams, in milligram or microgram. We are going to measure these things. So in gold, platinum shops, so grams, kgs, and all those things, quintals, ton, all those things are measured using weighing machines. Okay? Large masses, very large masses are measured by gravitational method. By finding the acceleration due to gravity at that place, we can find out the mass of a planet, mass of a star. We can find out the total mass of the universe by gravitational method. We are going to do this Henry Cavendish method. So, to find out the mass of the earth. So, in future course, under the topic gravitation, we are going to do this. So, anyhow, very large masses are found by these gravitational methods. So, very small masses after this are found using mass spectrographs. Mass spectrograph. These are used to find very small masses like mass of the electron, mass of the proton, mass of ions. Charge to mass ratio is found. Thereby, mass of those very small fundamental particles can be calculated using mass spectrographs. Dempster mass spectrograph, Aston mass spectrograph. There are so many types of spectrographs. So these very small masses are found using mass spectrographs. Then if we move to time, very small time, that is the lifetime of very basic particles, quarks, something like that, elementary particles, they have very, very small lifetime that can be found. So then we can find even very large time also that is found using, yes, radioactivity, carbon-4 dating, age of the earth, age of the fossils. So we are going to find those things using carbon-14 dating concept. So regarding time, National Physical Laboratory at Delhi, situated in Delhi, it maintains Indian Standard Time. So you see, Indian Standard Time. See, based on GMT, so IST is adjusted by NPL using cesium-133 isotope, that is cesium-133, that is atomic clock. So cesium-133 atomic clock is used to adjust IST at NPL. Okay? So NPL has the responsibility to maintain Indian Standard Time. Next we shall move to still other units of length. So the next unit is astronomical unit. Astronomical unit. One astronomical unit is defined as the mean distance between Earth and Sun. The mean distance between Earth and Sun is called 1 astronomical unit. Okay? Yes, that is 1.496 into 10 to the power of 18 meter. Knowing the speed of light, we can find these things. So then, 1 light year. 1 light year. Light year means the distance travelled by light in 1 year. What is the total distance travelled by light in 1 complete year? So the velocity, speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Per minute into 60. Per hour into 60. Per day into 24. Per year into 365. If I multiply all these things and simplify, I will get this. So this is the total distance travelled by light in 1 complete year. that is termed as 1 light year. Okay? Light year is the unit of distance. Astronomical unit is the unit of distance. The largest unit of length or distance is parallactic second. Parallactic second. 1 parsecond is defined as 3.2 light years. Okay? Yes. So these are all the different units of length. Okay? Yes. So with this, I am concluding this session. Please collect the notes, read and each and everything. If you find any doubts, send your questions through WhatsApp group. So I will answer those things very clearly. Okay? So please understand this very basic and fundamental topic, that is units and dimensions. In this topic, we tried to introduce you the vast physics, okay, the physical world. Okay, thank you. We shall meet in the next session. Thank you.